लगता है कि ये आदमी बहुत नीच किस्म का आदमी है।
गुजरात की सरकार चलाने वाले झूठे बेईमानी, डर और मौत के सौदागर।
अच्छा भला हमारे लड़के वहां पे वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाते, वो वहां पे पनौती हलवा दिया।
जो व्यक्ति कहता है मैं इंसान नहीं हूँ, मैं पैदा नहीं हुआ हूँ, भगवान ने मुझे याद रखा है, तो कुछ जरूर गड़बड़ है।
जो बायोलॉजिकल हैं उनको नरेंद्र मोदी जी कहते हैं कि भैया आप सब बायोलॉजिकल हो, मुझे परमात्मा ने ऊपर से भेजा है।
मैं तो पिछले 24 साल से गालियां खा करके गाली प्रूफ हो गया।
I joined you today from the ghats of Ma Ganga in the holy city of Banaras. This temple town has historically been the hub of Bharat's Astha and heritage. And today, it is the final frontier for the 2024 Mahabharat. That's right. The best has been saved for the last. Varanasi will vote on the 1st of June in the last phase of the Lok Sabha elections, and none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi is contesting here and fighting from Varanasi for the Tisri bar. When I spoke with Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier in this election season in an interview, I asked him why Kashi was such an important place for him. He was moved to tears and said that he feels like he has been adopted by Ma Ganga and embraced by Varanasi. I'll get you a glimpse of his emotional response in just a bit, but first, let me tell you how today the Prime Minister is facing the wrath, rage and the galis of the opposition who have targeted him for the last several years, in fact the 24 years that he has been in public life. You just heard over the last 2 decades that he has been called Maut Ka Saudagar, he's been called Panoti and even a madman in these elections. However, today he has crushed his detractors, saying that he has become gali proof. Listen in to the Prime Minister.
जहाँ तक मोदी का सवाल है, मैं तो पिछले 24 साल से गालियां खा करके गाली प्रूफ हो गया हूँ। मौत का सौदागर किसने कहा था? गंदी नाली का कीड़ा किसने कहा था? और मेरे यहाँ तो पार्लियामेंट में एक दिन हमारे एक साथी ने हिसाब लगाया था, 101 गालियाँ गिनाई थी। तो चुनाव या चुनाव न हो, ये लोग मानते हैं कि गालियाँ देने का हक उनका ही है, और वे हताश निराश इतने हो चुके हैं कि गालियाँ देना, अपशब्द बोलना, ये उनके शायद जहन में है, उनके स्वभाव में हो गया है।
But why is it so important for Rahul Gandhi and his allies to malign Prime Minister Modi in the mandate that he wants to get this election, as he has done in the last 2 elections? And does he actually ring alarm bells in the opposition camps just because he is the man who got a majority for the first time in 30 years when he won the elections of 2014. Between 1984 and 2014, India has never seen a majority government of one party. In fact, if you look at the 8 coalition governments since then, 3 did not last their full terms, and the ones that they did actually led to a lot of chaos and crisis as far as policy decisions were concerned. Now that he's delivered 2 majority governments of the BJP with an iron control over the mandate, this time around, has he once again put the cat amongst the pigeons in the opposition? That really is the question that many are asking today. Many say no wave and he's going to lose and the BJP is losing its sheen. But is the BJP losing sheen enough to drop below the 272 mark is a victory, not a victory if it is not beyond 400 par. And is Uttar Pradesh the laboratory where double engine ki sarkar has actually worked for the BJP and has given them the battleground that could make the difference even in 2024. So ladies and gentlemen, let's look at how these elections are poised and how people are looking at the last and the seventh phase of polling in these elections. And the legitimate question that we are asking on the News Hour tonight is just this. Will Purvanchal, will Varanasi give Narendra Modi yet another hat-trick and his opponent Ajay Rai a hat-trick of defeat? That's the question and that's the debate on the other side. Coming to you live from Varanasi, even as the ghats are in their splendor of the aarti that is going on.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining me on the News Hour debate tonight is Kaushalendra Singh, ex-mayor of Varanasi and ex-member of the National Commission for Backward Classes in the UP. आपके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं. To the right of me is Dr. Anand Ranganathan, scientist, scientist turned cephalogist. The science of elections is something you've been perfecting. Also joining me tonight is Rohit Agarwal, spokesperson of the RLD. From this side to this side, how's life for you, Rohit Agarwal? To my left, I have Vivek Silas, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. To his left is Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, supports the Congress Party more than the Congress Party itself. And to his left is Sabah Naqvi, senior journalist. Hello. We've seen several elections together. My first question goes out on this particular day, Anand Ranganathan, on whether this election, many say is not a wave election, but when you are in Kashi, how do you see? No wave election. Are people expecting a wave even when Prime Minister Modi is asking for a third term from the voters of India? He's no longer a novelty element as he was in 2014. In 2019, not many people saw a wave, but you know what the results were. They were better than 2014. This time around, are people expecting to see a wave where there is none, or is there just a conclusion that aayega to Modi hi?
First of all, good evening, Navika, and good evening to my wonderful fellow panelists. A special hello to Sabah, a big fan called Rabies who said, please say hello to Sabah, and to Tehseen as well. I feel blessed and I feel very lucky. Blessed because I'm in the
because this city. Is Kashi Tamil Sangamam.
That's right, absolutely. And lucky because this is a city that defines time and it's timeless. So perhaps this time I'll get more than 30 seconds to...
Anand, you'll get me sued by the other panelists because you always get.
Whatever he gets extra, I get extra.
No, but it's a real joy, and thank you for this amazing setting आरती going on. मतलब एथीस्ट को आपने पूरा कन्वर्ट कर दिया आज.
चलिए.
दो चीजें कहनी है. I think अगर इसके थोड़े से डेप्थ में जाएं, I think we've talked ad nauseum about the schemes, about everything. मतलब सब हो गया जैसे आपने कहा. Last stop है ये. इसमें मैं एक चीज कहना चाहूंगा कि I think it is voters get emotional only during anti-incumbents. You talked about wave. Well, we are गंगा मैया के तट पे हैं तो ripples हैं, wave नहीं है. अगर ripples 400 पार करा दें तो वो अलग बात है. But the fact is, pro incumbency, people don't vote for emotional reasons. You can look the progression from 2014 to 2019 to 23. In pro incumbency, which was 2019, and I say that it is this time as well, people are not going to be voting emotionally for Modi. वो time 2014 का था, anti incumbency. They are going to be voting on delivery. Modi has delivered. द प्रॉब्लम इज कैकोफोनी ऑफ इलेक्शंस। जैसे 1.5 घंटे की उन्होंने स्पीच दी, उसमें से 2-3 वर्ड्स निकाल लिए। एक वर्ड निकाल लिया मुजरा, एक वर्ड निकाल लिया मंगलसूत्र, एक उसी पे हफ्ते हफ्ते घुसपैठिया। People ignore the other 1 hour of the talk he's given where he's talked about his development that has happened. I don't even need to go into that. 120 million toilets, 370 million Ayushman health cards, highways, this, that, and the other, tap water connections. So this is what I want to put to the panel. That do they or do they not agree that this time also it is a pro-incumbency vote. It's not an anti-incumbency.
You're asking Tehseen Poonawalla to agree with you? Well, Tehseen Poonawalla...
His wealth has been redistributed. देखिए क्या हालत बना रखी है।
ये कभी अपना बुखार ना दे किसी को। What wealth redistribution? He is not going to give us anything from his pocket. But never mind that. Tehseen Poonawalla.
I've given you my love, my time.
Well,
my
thank
heart.
you. Thank you so much. Very few congressmen give me that.
Yeah.
So, I treasure it more than the wealth that
you got
anybody
me to
would
Kashi
treasure.
And I have a secret. I come here to meditate very often. So this is my place to meditate. So
Okay. But Tehseen, the point I want to ask you is, when there is pro-incumbency, as Anand Ranganathan pointed out, waves and cacophony doesn't really happen. And is that the phenomenon? Because look at the UPA government. 2004, 145 seats. 2009, when nobody, even the Congress did not believe that they had a chance in hell to come back, they came back with 206 or 209 seats. And nobody thought at that time. That was also a silent kind of support, pro-incumbency for Dr. Manmohan Singh. So why do you always assume that it is going to be anti-incumbency, number one? Number two, the deliveries, a lot may not have been done. I completely take that point. It's a large country, lots needs to be done. It's not 100% done. You're absolutely right. But the fact is, on many issues and on many fronts, this government has delivered, and people do see that. Why doesn't the opposition see that is a question that I've never been able to understand.
So thank you, Navika, once again for having all of us here. And we are in the lap of Ma Ganga. But 2 or 3 things. I do agree that Prime Minister Modi is still a novelty factor. I don't think he's lost his novelty. People think it's a novelty factor that how after 10 years, one man still cannot deliver and blame everyone from Aurangzeb to Nehru for his failures. So people still, he brought in the late Bharatiya Rajiv Gandhi also. So he's a novelty factor. And Anand spoke about 120 million toilets. Just while coming to pick you up, Anand, my driver had to stop. They couldn't find a toilet in Banaras. And the toilet they found, he couldn't wash his hands. I'm being honest about it, right here on the road coming to pick you up. So that is the Prime Minister's delivery, which I agree with you. He's not delivered anything.
They are making toilets for women.
Really? So they're not making toilets on the road for men. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought Swachh Bharat included all genders,
okay,
but now I know.
Make your point.
But the fact of the matter is, look, let's not get into small things. On many fronts, this government has delivered. Of course, all governments deliver. But on most fronts, it's failed. It's failed so spectacularly that today, people are asking that all the things that the media or people who are pro-BJP put it out, why can't the Prime Minister put it out? Therefore, a desperate Prime Minister had to resort to the M. A desperate M for Modi to resort to Muslims, Mangal Sutra, and last and not the least, Mujra. Why does the Prime Minister of the greatest country in the world, elected from the land of Ma Ganga, elected from Kashi, have to resort to Mujra? Does that behove a Prime Minister? Because he's afraid, he's scared, he knows he's losing, he might even lose in Kashi.
He might lose in Kashi.
He might even lose.
He might lose in Kashi. कौशलेंद्र जी, तहसीन पूनावाला का कहना है कि प्रधानमंत्री नर्वस हैं, हारने का डर सता रहा है, काशी में हार सकते हैं और इसीलिए 3 M यूज करते हैं, मुस्लिम, मुजरा और मंगलसूत्र.
देखिए, तहसीन पूनावाला जी आज दूसरी बार मेरे साथ डिबेट पे हैं. ये मुझे आदमी बहुत अच्छे लगे, लेकिन पार्टी इनकी बड़ी खराब है. नीचे से लेके ऊपर तक सब झूठ बोलते हैं. तो अच्छा आदमी जब गलत जगह चला जाए तो लगातार झूठ ही बोलेगा, क्योंकि उसकी मजबूरी है झूठ बोलना. ये मोदी देश में जिनके नाम पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी 400 सीट इस बार लेकर के आ रही है, वो बनारस से हार जाएगा. अभी हम लोग 9 में थे, जब आ रहे थे तो आपको मैंने दिखाया कि बोट जो चलाने वाला आदमी है वो कह रहा था कि मोदी जब तक रहेंगे तब तक प्रधानमंत्री रहेंगे. आनंद जी ने सुना. काशी का बच्चा बच्चा मोदी मोदी कह रहा है और ये कह रहे हैं कि मोदी चुनाव हार जाएंगे। इससे बड़ा झूठ।
बीजेपी का कार्यकर्ता तो नहीं था,
बीजेपी का कार्यकर्ता नहीं था, नाव चलाने वाला था।
अगला आरोप यही लगाने वाले हैं,
नाव चलाने वाले से पूछिए। और माँ गंगा के ऊपर बैठ के इससे बड़ा कोई झूठ नहीं बोला जा सकता, और ये कोई कांग्रेस पार्टी का नेता ही बोल सकता है।
मुझे इसका राइट टू रिस्पॉन्ड दीजिए। देखिए, लोकतंत्र में अगर मोदी जी 100% जीते तो चुनाव ही क्यों करा रहे? जैसे वो श्याम रंगीला का अपने लास्ट
नहीं, अगर मोदी जी चुनाव नहीं कराएंगे,
मैं विपक्ष नहीं सुनिए,
तो आप कहेंगे लोकतंत्र का हत्या कर रहे हैं।
इलेक्शन तो है नहीं, फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन है। फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन में हम विपक्ष है, हम चाहते मोदी जी हारे, आप चाहते मोदी जी जीते। इसमें आपत्ति वाली कौन सी बात है? आप क्यों इस बात से चौंक जाते हैं कि कोई चाहे कि मोदी जी हार जाए? इसमें व्यक्तिगत तो कोई लड़ाई नहीं है, इससे दिक्कत होती है कि व्यक्तिगत मोदी जी हार के
आप चाहते हैं हारेंगे,
Sabha Naqvi, that's the whole point. They want the Modi Sarkar not to come back, legitimate desire of the opposition, and that's what they would try for. That would be their objective, that would be their goal. But to say that Modi will lose in Kashi, Modi, is losing the ground under his feet, is that the reality that you have been able to see so far?
Navika, I'm not making any predictions, but I don't think he will lose Kashi. But I think what you could find at the end of this election, because the BJP in this state has pakka 35% of its own voter, has the other voter gone away? And the Prime Minister he did not talk about Vishwaguru, he did not talk about G20, he ended up, and he knew when he was referring to those things that will make the news points. He is too seasoned a politician, Anand, to believe that the media is going to pick up his entire speech and not the... by the way, I love mujras. I'm a fan. So I see it's great if anyone is doing a good mujra.
It's an art form.
Good for them. But so I'm not getting outraged about anything. And so having said that, let me just put it very clearly that the Prime Minister felt the need as a mass politician to try and have an emotional chord on the communal issue, to try and make people feel like Hindus who hate Muslims. He needed to strike that. He needed to remind them of his own pakka vote bank. This is not an appeal to the larger voter. What he was doing as a student of the BJP was to his own voter, in the memory of what is the larger project. Getting 272 as opposed to 400 is a big thing also, because all your so-called constitutional changes which have been in the discussion at one level, I don't think as much as is being made out, get out of the picture. But we don't know the result yet. Let me also be honest. I'm one of those who does not know. But I see a trend even in this city where the enthusiasm for Prime Minister Modi is a little less. We can say it's just boredom. You don't want to watch the same picture again and again. And is there a pakka voter or not? Of course, Varanasi is. But what I think you'll find when you go to Mathura, Ayodhya and Kashi, you might find that the opposition's gaps are increasing, especially in Mathura and Ayodhya. They are doing better, and you'll find a narrowing.
So gaps may narrow, but is that enough for the opposition?
I'm talking about these 3 seats for a specific reason.
So you're saying the Hindutva card is not working?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So Hindutva card, if it works, they have a problem with him. If it doesn't work and the gap is closing, also they have a problem. But the main point, is the gap closing so much as to make the BJP lose and the opposition come to power?
Navika, that's a great question. And I do take Sabha's point that, he also knows, being a seasoned politician he is, which is the operative word people are going to pick up. So he knew that. But one of the reasons why I adore Tehseen is because he's one of the most honest Congress people I have come across. Now, he said the Prime Minister has done something great, some things are great, and some things are failures. Tehseen, in a span of 30 seconds, can you tell me 3 things that he's done good and 3 things where he's been a failure? Just tell me.
Article 370, very good.
Yes.
I supported him on that.
Yeah.
I think the way he responded to Bangladesh, stood by Bangladesh. Bangladesh when America went after Bangladesh during the election, Sheikh Hasina's elections. I think it's fantastic. Bangladesh is our most important neighbor.
Third thing?
And the third thing is where I think his relations with the Middle East, fabulous again. He's taken it to another level.
Now,
three things that he's done terrible is the way he's gone after dissent. I agree, Nehru, and you can say all of that, but he's gone terribly, including Gautam Navlakha, who I don't like. The way he's gone about against dissent, the way the rest of our neighborhood he's not paid heed to, especially China and Myanmar, where we have a serious problem. And lastly, the Maldives failure, completely failing in Maldives.
So now can I respond to that? Did you notice something spectacular? Did you? He's not mentioned economy.
And no domestic things at all.
No inflation.
No inflation.
Unemployment.
No unemployment.
He's been caught that's there.
So,
I was talking on a broader picture. Those are terrible.
As far as the failure, the first failure that you said, which was the first failure?
The first failure that I said was
Pakistan, relation with Pakistan?
No. Relation Pakistan's quiet. No.
Yeah.
No, dissent.
Now there,
Gautam Navlakha.
Deliberately he took it to Nehru and all. We don't have to go. You see what Mamata is doing. You see what Congress so he's not something over and above everybody else.
You expect him
they
to
are
why?
They are wrong.
You are putting people in jail. You're putting people.
They are wrong, but Modi is wronger if there is.
No.
There is English of that kind.
In the case of Gautam Navlakha, a case was made out that he wanted to assassinate our Prime Minister, which was fabricated. That is not done.
Don't pick and choose.
How am I
Modi
picking and choosing?
is in exactly
Tell me
the
what
same
part
boat
is wrong.
as every other leader.
Well, dissent is
Modi
wrong.
is not above everyone else.
You know,
Exactly.
going
Yeah,
1
so let's
minute.
accept that.
Let me come back to the moot point.
Not dissent
Let me come back to the moot point. Dissent. Well, on dissent, Vivek.
14 लोगों ने alliance ने ban किया.
और गलत है. I stood by her. That's wrong. That's wrong. And so did Akhilesh.
And I have great respect for him. But the words Rahul Gandhi uses for journalists, is that kosher? Is that not going after dissent? Because we are dissenting with him. Does it mean that he'll call reporters whatever he feels like? Will he call them chamche, pliant, and all kind of things? I just feel that digressions and crossing the red lines have been done on both sides, and
I think it's both sides because
absolutely.
People also,
and nobody needs to get pious. Nobody needs to get pious
the Prime
about
Minister
it.
called media bazaru. He did in Delhi.
Well, and when Rahul Gandhi asked,
I think Rahul Gandhi is wrong. Let's say Modi ji is wrong.
बाजारू कोई भी मीडिया को बाजारू बोले या कोई भी उनको सेलेबल बोले, I completely stand against such utterances because he said
there is not that much outrage on the Prime Minister as there is on Rahul Gandhi. I think Rahul Gandhi is wrong.
The fact is, let me ask you, Vivek Silas. Let me ask you, Vivek Silas. All of these issues are the spoken word. कोई गाली दे रहा है, कोई नहीं दे रहा. As far as the rhetoric is concerned, as far as the speech is concerned, if I may say so, not much to choose from on both sides. Both sides have crossed the lines. But does that decide elections? To my mind, certainly not. There are issues on the ground, and I want to ask you, when the Prime Minister says religion-based reservations, the fact is he's taking on Akhilesh Yadav above anybody else. And he's trying to prove a point about the Congress as well, where OBCs and backward castes, their rights have been taken away and given away to minorities. And in the minorities, once again, only Muslims, because Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis are never spoken about. I want to ask you, is that an issue in this election? And
Can I correct you, because Sikhs also get reservation. People get it. You know that Punjab. No, Navika, you should get this right. You cannot have this. 32% of the population is Dalit, from Sikh and Hindu, and they get the reservation on the basis of being scheduled caste. It is all over. You talk to the Bihar Chief Minister, and he will tell you why certain Muslim groups, Nai and all, why they get into OBCs. So you don't want to make it about Muslim. I would not qualify for reservation. I think you need to get this right.
You are absolutely right.
First Kaushalendra ji, and then I'm coming to you.
They have made a special provision in Karnataka for the Muslims. They have made a special provision on the basis of religion.
I think we should
Muslim.
It's been fact-checked.
Sir,
OBC
but I want to make it clear about Sikhs because they very much
But then
get reservation.
जिसकी जितनी
That
संख्या
is-
उतनी
no,
उसकी
Jat Sikhs don't get. But the largest percentage of Sikhs is in Punjab, and they are both Hindus and Sikhs. So 58%. So Dalits are in Punjab.
You're picking up one example of one
I'm saying
state.
we are having this conversation with wrong data, and I just want to put this one
But the
correct.
Karnataka
there
data
is
is
no
not
wrong
wrong.
data. No wrong data. They have made a special provision in Karnataka.
And BJP followed it for 30 years.
Seconds. In Gujarat, Bafan is only for Muslim reservation, Fakir is only Muslims, Godai is only Muslims.
वो तो
Malaysia is
मंडल
only
कमीशन
Muslims.
के लिस्ट में मंडल कमीशन के लिस्ट
तो कौन डाला है?
में मंडल कमीशन के लिस्ट में
General नहीं है,
मुस्लिम
general नहीं है।
रिलीजन के बेसिस पे नहीं।
लेकिन वहाँ
Backwardness के basis पे है. It's not a blanket.
No,
Karnataka is also backwardness.
See, there are many classes in Gujarat also, in Karnataka, 36 other backward classes
Correct.
include 36 Muslim communities.
Correct.
The problem in Karnataka is under section 2B of the OBC, whatever the clause is, blanket reservation has been given to Muslims.
They are classes.
Well, Congress
It's
let's
class. It's
go
not
one minute
class.
away from it.
One minute.
Classes.
Can I please request that Vivek Silas, who represents the largest opposition party in Uttar Pradesh, be allowed to speak on this show? Vivek Silas, I want to ask you, ये पिछड़े वाली राजनीति में, if you want to compete with BJP and Narendra Modi, do you think you'll be able to breach that particular stronghold?
First of all, very good evening to all of you, Navika ji, all the panelists, and we are on the Ganges. It's a proud moment for us. So, Jai Ma Ganga and Har Har Mahadev, first of all, to the viewers. As far as the reservation is concerned, I would just like to say, we talk about the Bharatiya Janata Party today. If we see, even Andhra Pradesh is going for an assembly election right now. And what the Bharatiya Janata Party and TDP has done in Andhra Pradesh, this is the dual policy of the Bharatiya Janata Party. There the manifesto says, where even you can see the symbol of lotus that represents the Bharatiya Janata Party, they say we are on for 4% Muslim reservation. That the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying in Andhra Pradesh. But apart from that, yes, apart from, you should fact check that. You should fact check that. कौशलेंद्र जी, कौशलेंद्र जी से एक दो सवाल है नाविका जी, मैं आपसे आप बनारस से हैं तो मैं आपका भाई मिर्जापुर से ही हूँ, मैं आपसे एक दो सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ।
इसलिए
और जैसे जब मोदी जी यहाँ पर बनारस आए थे, माँ गंगा की कसम खाई थी, बहुत कुछ वादे किए थे, माँ गंगा को साफ करने की वादे किए थे।
नहीं, आप अभी ओबीसी पर हैं।
हाँ, ओबीसी, एक मिनट रुक जाइए जरा, बनारस में बैठे
ओबीसी पर रहिए, सुनिए।
आप तो आंध्र प्रदेश में मुसलमानों को रिजर्वेशन आप क्यों देने जा रहे हैं?
आंध्र प्रदेश मत जाइए, आप उत्तर प्रदेश में रहिए।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी कह रही है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के मैनिफेस्टो में कि चार, आप बताइए,
रिजर्वेशन खत्म किया,
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने मुसलमानों की रिजर्वेशन की पैरवी आंध्र प्रदेश में क्यों की? इसमें जवाब दे दीजिए आप।
दलित ने कहा किया?
मैं कह रहा हूँ इन लोगों ने खत्म किया था, और देश के अंदर और अटल जी की सरकार ने उसको पार्लियामेंट में बिल ला करके अलाउ किया,
तो सब कुछ खत्म किया था, पेंशन तक खत्म
आप लोगों ने खत्म किया था, दलितों का
प्रमोशन हटाने वाले अटल जी हैं, आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
प्रमोशन में आरक्षण,
आप बनारस
और अखिलेश यादव जी की सरकार ने,
आप जब बोल रहे थे,
अखिलेश यादव जी की सरकार ने 3 tier रिजर्वेशन इस उत्तर प्रदेश में
बोला था।
Let me come in and let me fact check everybody here. Reservations on the basis of a few backward sections is one part of the story. In Karnataka, it is a general reservation of Muslims, which is what the Prime Minister has taken a principled stand, which is as per the Constitution. Lekin Rohit Agarwal ji, still the Prime Minister will be called the man who's breaking the Constitution, who wants to, because this is an election to save the Constitution, to save democracy. What about those who themselves have made so many changes in the Constitution, at least 42 changes, or rather 80 changes in the Constitution, the 42nd schedule being changed, and the dual policy when they are talking about this? What about women? What about a member of parliament being beaten up in a chief minister's own drawing room? Not one word of it, not one word on Sandesh Khali, and then they say that the BJP is selective. Isn't everybody doing politics of suitability and convenience?
Navika ji, when we are in Kashi, and especially we are sailing over the Ganga, and the Ganga Aarti is performed in front of us, then I cannot stop myself without saying Har 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 Mahadev, because the country needs to feel this grandeur of Varanasi. I think still the opposition is still in the mode of Kyoto. They are still fighting an election in Kyoto because in this 10 years, this grandeur of Kashi has made a worldwide presence of India. And this is what opposition is not able to understand.
Are you in Kyoto? Are you fighting elections of Kyoto? Because प्राण प्रतिष्ठा पे आप जाएंगे नहीं. अखिलेश जी अयोध्या के बॉर्डर तक जाएंगे लेकिन राम मंदिर नहीं जाएंगे. जैसे
जेपी नड्डा
अमित शाह कितनी बार गए हैं?
नोएडा गया. सुनिए, इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स पे भरोसा है, इनकी बात का ये सबूत है. इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स पढ़ लीजिए. इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स. चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी 5 मई 2024 को कहते हैं, प्रधानमंत्री जी का अलायंस हो गया था ना,
बिल्कुल हो गया था.
विल प्रिजर्व 4% रिजर्वेशन फॉर मुस्लिम्स इन आंध्र प्रदेश. TDP चीफ चंद्रबाबू नायडू. इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स.
That is what I was trying to
ये भाजपा करे तो चमत्कार, कोई और करे तो गुमेगा. अब बोलिए, गंगा जी पे झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए.
This question I have asked Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Narendra Modi, and like you have responded, they have responded that this is not our manifesto, this is alliance partner.
But they're okay to have an alliance.
If we come to power, no, if we come to power, there will be a common minimum program where this will not feature. That is something that they have clarified.
Is that a promise is that a promise then, Navika, that in case Chandrababu Naidu becomes to power, that they will not join him? And they will give up their seat.
Well, that is how they have responded, Sabha. Have you got any assurances on a stamped paper from any political party?
I'm not.
So then why are you asking me for the same?
I'm saying it to the audience.
The people, just a sec, Vivek bhai, who is asking this question? The people,
Purane dost hain bhai.
Correct.
Old time's sake, allow him to speak.
Who is asking this question?
Dost na raha.
The people who are fighting against each other in Punjab and fighting with each other in Delhi, and they are asking this question that whether Chandrababu Naidu will join us or not. Now the point is this. Now the specific point is this. एक मुसलमान पत्रकार जो नेशनलिज्म की बात कर रही है, वो इनसे बर्दाश्त नहीं हुई. उसको चमची कहते हैं ये, और ये पूरे मुसलमानों का ठेका लेने की बात करते हैं. भाई ये धर्म के नाम पे ये कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान से डरना चाहिए. ये कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान से डरना चाहिए क्योंकि वो न्यूक्लियर पावर है. भाई साहब, हम पाकिस्तान से डरेंगे नहीं. पाकिस्तान में घुस के POK में भारत का झंडा गाड़ के आएंगे इस तीसरे कार्यकाल में. तो इसलिए
congratulations. I think with due respect to everyone, I think we have digressed a little.
Yeah.
Totally, not just a little. We've totally digressed. We come back to the moot point. Advantage whom?
देखिए, मैं ये बार बार ये कह रहा हूँ, पॉलिसी क्या है. अल्टीमेटली इलेक्शंस अगर आप 70 साल का देखें, जो बज़वर्ड्स होते थे, दे वांट मुजरा, मंगलसूत्र, दे वर रोटी, कपड़ा, मकान, महंगाई. द एम वॉज महंगाई. अभी मैंने तहसीन से पूछा स्पेक्टेकुलर फेलियर्स क्या थे, ना उसने महंगाई का नाम लिया, ना रोटी, ना कपड़ा, ना मकान. अब ये पॉलिसी क्या है? मोदी जी की पॉलिसी है हम इंडिया को प्रॉस्परस बनाएंगे. इनकी पॉलिसी, जस्ट 30 सेकेंड, इनकी पॉलिसी है, ये देखिए, अब ये बुरा नहीं माने, लेकिन लुई विटॉन के जूते पहने हैं, ओमेगा कॉन्स्टेलेशन 1 करोड़ की वो पहनी है, सभा जी ने आयरिश लिनन का वो पहना. ये रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना चाहते हैं. ऐसे देश बढ़ेगा.
तो हमारा ITR अलाउ कर रहा है कि हम लुई विटॉन पहने.
अब तो रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा आपका. फिर ये लुई विटॉन की जगह आप कोल्हापुरी पे आ जाएंगे. कोल्हापुरी पे आना चाहते हैं आप?
आपको
मोदी जी ने कहा था हवाई चप्पल वाला हवाई जहाज पे चलेगा. अगर हमको हवाई जहाज पे चलाने के लिए तैयार हूँ, मैं हवाई चप्पल.
इलेक्शन पॉलिसी पे लड़िए.
लोग तो नाविका जी ट्रेन में नहीं चढ़ पा रहे हैं, मोदी जी हवाई जहाज की बात कर रहे हैं. टिकट कितना महंगा हो गया हवाई जहाज का. हवाई चप्पल वाला खा नहीं पा रहा है, हवाई जहाज में कहाँ चलेगा.
अब फिर हम डाइग्रेस कर रहे हैं. मैं कह रहा हूँ पॉलिसी क्या है. एक तरफ पॉलिसी है रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, दूसरी तरफ है वेल्थ क्रिएटर्स को ऑनर करो. ये है डिफरेंस. इसमें इलेक्शन लड़ा जाता है. नाविका, नो वन वांट्स टू.
Sam uncle,
नाविका, प्लीज कम इन.
Sam Petrola to Narendra Modi ji.
And what about Rahul Gandhi's X-rays? And he has said
X-rays will happen. The state resources and state jobs will be redistributed. That does not mean take your vote bong ban, no bong ban,
No,
and give it to Navika.
He said सर्वे कराएंगे पूरे देश का, of course, उसमें state की बात
Let me
It is
come back.
very clear.
Let me come back to the moot point. The moot point today is we are in the 7th phase of polls. 1st of June will be this 7th and last phase of polling. Kashi, Purvanchal, Bihar, some seats as well as Punjab and some other Maharashtra and Bengal also going to polls. I want to ask you, and let me go around the table today. I want to ask you, is the deal done? As in, has any side got a majority so far? And are we looking at only consolidation in phase 7? Or do you still see that it is advantage BJP?
Navika, can I just say one thing? Everything that the Prime Minister has said in this election, the X-ray that Rahul Gandhi said.
No,
he
first
came
on
back,
the numbers.
No, he came back. Allow me to say this. He came back with the X-ray and कि वो और वो जो undercurrent जो बात चल रही है कि 400 मिलेंगे तो वो आरक्षण ही हटा देंगे. He came back with saying आरक्षण मुसलमानों का है. I'm talking about the अखाड़े का politics that's gone on. Now, he has also reacted in his own way, and people forgot why he's reacting. I'm just saying it is a long time Modi.
On industrialists, he reacted.
On what?
On industrialists.
What? Even on industrial, but that was not a very sophisticated one. Yeah. But he reacted. I don't like the things that he said. It was also triggered by a process. So Narendra Modi has fought this election hard and fast. Do not try to trap me in a number. I am certain that the
I'm
BJP
only saying is one side already winning? One side is the opposition, in pole position to form a government, or is the BJP in pole position to form a government? Which one is closer? I'm not asking a number at all. We can't.
I've already told you what I think, and you
that
know
was in the
no.
in the Hindi show.
No.
I want to ask
okay, Navika, let me give a serious answer. Let me not beat around the bush as a political analyst. Any party which is the single largest party has to be invited to form a government. We must remember that rule because I watched all that happening.
So BJP will not be routed, it will be the single largest
party.
I'm
just saying any single largest party will be invited. So
is BJP
I want to challenge
be
you
that?
No, I also am a great fan of coalition governments run by both Atal Bihari Vajpayee and the first term of Manmohan Singh. They had a lot of economic growth, they had a lot of positives.
Who will be the single largest party is what she's asking.
Now you are also trying to...
No, come on.
Obviously the BJP will be the largest party.
My God, बड़ा समय लगा ये आंसर निकालने में. कौशलेंद्र जी, इतना समय क्यों लग जाता है ये आंसर निकालने में?
नहीं, ये लोग स्वीकार करेंगे कि मोदी जी 400 पार करेंगे.
लेकिन देखिए इसी में भी हारे. आप मुझे बोलने दो. नहीं, इसी में अगर आप 400 की बात आप छोड़ दीजिए, मोदी जी के लिए
400 पार गंगा मैया.
आप वो बस अपना वो बेंचमार्क ही बदल दीजिए मोदी जी के लिए.
अच्छा, नहीं 400 पार नहीं होगा तो मोदी जी जीते ही नहीं.
नाविका देखिए, हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का अपना अपना स्लोगन होता है. बीजेपी का था, अब वो सच हो कि गलत हो, बीजेपी का था आपकी बार 400 पार, कांग्रेस का आपकी बार 40 पार. वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट देम. अब हो सकता है बीजेपी 400 ना ले जाए, कांग्रेस 40. क्या कहती हैं आप, 40 ले जाएगी कांग्रेस?
कांग्रेस इंडिया अलायंस विल फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. 4 जून के बाद माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी शपथ लेंगे विपक्ष के नेता की, और प्रधानमंत्री बनेगा इंडिया अलायंस का.
इंडिया अलायंस का तय हो जाएगा बिकॉज
नहीं, राहुल और अखिलेश जी 4 जून को विदेश में चले.
नहीं, मैं एक और चीज कहना चाहूंगी.
छुट्टी मनाने,
अरे छुट्टी मनाने, देश का भविष्य क्या है?
छुट्टी मनाने,
जर्मनी में बैठा है.
राहुल
जर्मनी में बैठा है.
मुझे लग रहा है
स्वाति मालीवाल पर कोई विशेष टिप्पणी? स्वाति मालीवाल
महिलाओं पर
देखिए, स्वाति मालीवाल के साथ जो भी हुआ वो कोर्ट में है, वो सामने आ जाएगा.
अच्छा, वो कोर्ट
बताएगा. लेकिन
हमारी नहीं माफ कीजिएगा, जब वो ड्राइंग रूम में था तो सवाल का जवाब क्यों नहीं आया?
नहीं, देखिए नाविका जी, आपके शो पे मैं था और आपने बोला था आपकी एक रिपोर्टर को भी ऐसा बदतमीजी हुई थी. क्या टाइम्स नाउ ने FIR किया?
बिल्कुल किया.
अमित शाह जी पे विश्वास नहीं है आपको?
किया है, बिल्कुल किया है.
साक्षी के साथ हुआ था, उसमें क्या हुआ? ब्रिजभूषण शरण सिंह ने बताया कि
वॉट अबाउट
आप वाटर बाउंड्री की बात नहीं है.
क्राइम होता है ना,
अक्रॉस द बोर्ड. FIR का क्या हुआ? अमित शाह जी ने क्यों परफॉर्म नहीं किया?
लेट मी कम बैक टू द मूट पॉइंट. मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, कांग्रेस की कितनी सीटें, सपा की कितनी सीटें?
If we see in Uttar Pradesh, because Samajwadi Party is basically fighting in Uttar Pradesh, Navika ji. it is definite that we are going to cross the 65 mark.
65 out of 80.
I will be sitting with you on the 4th.
छलांग
I will be sitting on the 4th, Dr. Ranganathan, definitely.
विवेक जी 65
Yes, of course.
65
You are, and let me tell you one more thing. Let me tell you one more thing.
So, Sabha, do you give him 65? 65 is what you have contested. आपने इतने contest भी नहीं
I
किए.
said the alliance. The alliance. I said the alliance. Navika ji, please. You know, you should not undermine what I have said.
Okay,
It is the alliance.
Alliance. Okay.
No, I don't at all say, because Tehseen is about to tell you कांग्रेस की 200 आने वाली है. ये भी बोलने वाले हैं.
190 Congress, 160 BJP.
190 out of 328. Congress party.
Okay.
Wave.
But I do.
Wave nazar aa
But I want to make one point here. It is possible that the BJP reaches a majority. If they don't, we must also remember that Narendra Modi's personality is my way or the highway. वो वाजपेयी वाला person. But so then we have a different era here. He is look, Navika, we have to understand Narendra Modi not only he first many of the allies left him, and his own ministers were changed. Chief Minister of this state, who is very much his own man also. He can't be like हटो इधर, वो नहीं कर सकते आदित्यनाथ योगी के साथ. तो ये सब challenges आएंगे नंबर के ऊपर.
Challenges जरूर आएंगे, but let me ask Rohit Agarwal. Rohit Agarwal, 65 may be a tall order for the India Alliance to get in UP. But Akhilesh Yadav has worked out the manner in which he's given tickets for various seats. 5 Yadavs only. Only 5 Yadavs.
Single party.
Single family.
Single family.
All right, but 5 Yadavs, the others have been a combination class of. There is a bit of engineering that he has done. Will that bear results in Uttar Pradesh? I want to ask you.
See, Navika, one side we are seeing they don't have a confidence to say that they are going to form a government. And on the other side, we are saying...
We are absolutely saying...
We are saying, just a sec.
Why
have patience, because this patience you will not be able to show on 4th June. Because your mobile will not be working on 4th June, believe me. Because the condition of India Alliance is... दूल्हा कौन है, अभी इसका ही नहीं पता है. भाई साहब, आपने तो आंखों में आंख मिला के आप एक दूसरे के नहीं बोल पाए.
इंडिया अलायंस.
ठीक है,
वापस
आप आंखों में आंख मिला के बात करिए. आप तो अभी तक दुल्हा नहीं तय कर पाए. आप तो दुल्हा नहीं तय कर पाए. वेस्ट बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी
आनंद कमिंग इनटू द डिबेट. इंडिया अलायंस की सरकार बन रही है.
The whole crux of politics is they will
गंगा पर वैसे झूठ बोलना मना है.
हाँ, गंगा मैया
गंगा मैया शराब पिलाना,
इन्होंने कहा था
गंगा क्रूज में शराब पिलाना अलाउड है.
बीजेपी एंटी मुस्लिम है. एक भी मुस्लिम
नाविका जी ये क्या है?
अरे सुन लीजिए बात.
नहीं आनंद जी, प्लीज गंगा पे बैठ के झूठ नहीं बोल सकते. लेकिन क्रूज में शराब पिलाना अलाउड है. ये भी एक मोदी जी का ही कारनामा है और किसी का नहीं है.
अच्छा
देखिए, आप
मेन्यू भेज दूंगा कौशलेंद्र जी. मेन्यू भेजता हूँ आपको.
धंधा बंद करिए.
आपको मेन्यू भेजता हूँ मैं. क्रूज का मेन्यू कार्ड भेजता हूँ आपको. देख लीजिए
4 जून को आप लोगों का पोल
मैं उसको भेजता हूँ आपको.
मोदी जी
मेरे को टाइम ही नहीं मिला.
400 पार करेंगे और आप लोगों के झूठ का पोल
between the South India, southern states and the northern states.
मुझे तो लगता है
went in the first 3 or 4 phases. Now we are in the northern part, eastern part. I want to ask you, Anand Ranganathan, is it already clear after 1 minute? Let's not cross talk. I want to ask you, after first 6 phases, what's your sense? And 7th phase, is it a consolidation phase for either of the sides?
Okay, let me be very honest. 400 par is not going to happen. That is my assessment. 300 par is going to happen. But as Modi ji himself said, this was a psychological thing that he talked about. Be that as it may. Couple of questions here. They've been accusing Modi and BJP for anti-Muslim. मुस्लिम की रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्या है? मैं तहसीन अपने भाई से पूछना चाहता हूँ. महाविकास आघाड़ी ने जो महाराष्ट्र में रखे हैं अपने कैंडिडेट्स, एक भी मुस्लिम है उसमें? ये कहते हैं विमेन रिप्रेजेंटेशन बीजेपी की कम है. इनको पता है कांग्रेस ने विमेन को परसेंटेज वाइज बीजेपी से कम टिकट दिए हैं. आंसर दिस टू क्वेश्चन बिकॉज
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने
विवेक जी एक मिनट,
कितनी महिलाओं को
इनको आंसर करने दीजिए. इनको आंसर करने. मुस्लिम को क्यों नहीं किया?
महिलाओं की बात ना
मुस्लिम को कैंडिडेट क्यों नहीं रखा?
First of all, more Muslims in the Congress and India Alliance have got tickets than BJP.
अब ये देखो,
अभी तुम स्टेट को पिक करोगे?
महाराष्ट्र में
लोकसभा के इलेक्शन, the day in Maharashtra assembly elections they don't give, I will accuse them also of being it.
Can I answer that question? Actually, Anand, to give a very honest answer to this, even before the BJP era, Muslims were less in numbers than their percentage of the population. And there were very few Muslims who were winnable candidates. This was a pragmatic thing. In fact, when I did a story after the assembly election, तो जो पिछले assembly election जो उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ, actually the numbers increased of Muslims, but it was low even under the Congress era. But it's becoming lower and lower now, and it is true. You cannot take it away that the BJP does not give even a nominal ki harne wala in the Lok Sabha and all, and the important states.
They fight every election almost as if it was a life and death. And what's wrong with that? That's how.
But no, but as a ruling party, it would be, you represent all communities, the biggest minority, the largest, one of the largest in the world. It is not done. But on a statistical point.
A Muslim MP, a Muslim MP will not work for Hindu constituents.
No, they do. There are some excellent Muslim MPs.
There we go.
So beyond...
Hindu MPs
why do you think Hindu MP will not work for Muslim constituents?
So this is what I want to tell you is that Muslims have always treated a Lalu or a Mulayam or even Mayawati. They've all been leaders. They have not looked. The exception has been in the city of Hyderabad, where Asaduddin Owaisi has his following. And he is an important voice.
Tehseen doesn't like Asaduddin Owaisi.
He may not like it.
I don't like Owaisi.
No, it's not a question of liking him or not. I know what role...
BJP is B team.
Absolute B team.
They have to decide from themselves that actually who is B team and who is actually
B team बता दिया आपने.
कौन फेस है मुस्लिम्स का और कौन B team है, they have to decide themselves.
पर आज आप रोहित अग्रवाल जी at least tell us this. Why did you leave साथ of the समाजवादी?
I can tell you why. इनके तो दो सीट भी नहीं आते.
अगर ये दूल्हा बता दें अपना कि इनका दूल्हा कौन है, 4 जून को कौन शपथ लेगा, अभी भी लास्ट फेज आ चुका है.
But that's true. And let me
बता पाएंगे.
Let me come back with the question. Does it look like the India Alliance is on the same page, even though 190 seats by Tehseen Poonawalla, you're on water, on firm land. If you say this number, people will call you what your party.
I said it on your show.
Your party has called the Prime Minister.
48 degrees में he's on thin ice.
But the question is, Mamata Banerjee is still not coming for the India Alliance meeting on the 1st of June. What does that signify to you, Anand Ranganathan?
Prime Minister is not working in North.
It is as divided. It's a divided house. Let's be honest about it. In some, you can say pocket boroughs, as they may call it, they will put up a very stiff fight. I believe in Delhi they're going to put up some stiff fight because vote cutting is not there.
Haryana.
But on the whole,
Haryana, Rajasthan.
Rajasthan Congress is doing well. Punjab BJP is not there.
The point
Kerala BJP is not there. Tamil Nadu BJP is not there.
Have you heard the statements that
any state
in Wayanad,
Kerala BJP will get as many seats as Prime Minister's press conference? Zero.
Okay, one question. Advantage BJP or advantage India Alliance at this point ahead of the 7th phase?
Navika, if you see coming down in numbers as an advantage, are we just talking about government formation?
Advantage at this point in terms of which side?
Navika, it's certainly nothing like what the BJP was saying.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, they'll have more seats in the Congress. Huh?
So you agree?
Of course, India Alliance is going to form the government on the 4th. I am saying the India government is going to form the government on the 4th of June.
Government formation or numbers में अभी
फर्क है.
है.
I'd just like to say, Mr. Kaushalind, if we win, you are going to congratulate
ladies and
us.
gentlemen,
And if you win,
in Kashi, on Ma Ganga, some people are feeling very enthusiastic. Good luck to them. Absolutely justified if they are enthusiastic. But on the other side is the hard reality. Is not going past the 400 mark the test for Modi, that nobody even looks at a possible halfway mark at 272 as a great performance by the BJP? Well, it's all going to come down to just that binary. Will Modi cross 400 or will he be in the region of 272 to 300, 10, 20, 30, whichever number you want to choose? Because that's where it's going. Many saying, Aayega to Modi hi. Well, We are waiting to find, at least psephologists believe that, but we are waiting to find some oddballs who think 190 for the Congress party. Good luck to you, Tehseen Poonawalla. A hope and a prayer, and what better than to do so in Kashi. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on this very special edition from Kashi, from Varanasi, on this boat sailing on Ma Ganga. Good night, be safe.